What's going on, everybody? It's Dan here, back with another Moonshine talking. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good one. I've been doing all right. Can't complain. Actually, just started working out this past week. Some of you may or may not know, I fractured a rib on Halloween, the afternoon of Halloween. I was doing something stupid, and I ended up just at an awkward angle. I was on a foam roller and just weird angle, too much pressure. I'm probably too much of a gigantic fat ass, apparently. And just went the wrong way, and there it went. But I continued to go about my daily life, and it took me about a week, and then I finally went and got looked at. Sure shit, I had a fractured rib. They told me it was going to be about 4 weeks recovery time. So I thought maybe 4 weeks from the injury, but then I figured, well, they probably mean 4 weeks from when they saw me. So I waited that long. Then took an extra week because it was still kind of nagging me a little bit. It's still a little dull, kind of achy pain, but for the most part, I'm pretty much just kind of I'm feeling out what I'm doing, trying to be smart. I have another nagging injury that I'm dealing with right now. As someone at work told me, the list is probably shorter of what's not nagging you than what is, which is fair. And so just trying to work around all that stuff, but mostly, taking it easy, working my way back in. I was on the elliptical at my apartment complex's fitness center today, and I was watching the El Necron Joaba work jam stream, and one of the commenters, MP23, had said, "Do some deadlifts for Satan," because I told everyone I was working out because I was kind of excited about it. And I was like, Satan might have to settle down a little bit because we got to take it easy. It's going to take a minute before I start really trying to get back into the deadlifting and like any sort of what for me constitutes heavy compound exercises, because with some of my other, like the bionic neck and everything, I kind of have to be careful with certain things that I do. So yeah, I just kind of working on my injuries, playing it by ear, playing it by feel. If things kind of feel a little wonky, then I'll lay off and it just go from there. But so that's that on that front. Actually, I have something cool to show you right here. That is the odometer to my truck. And as you can see, my truck is, as the kids would say, metal AF, or it's been bewitched. I guess it just all depends on your perspective. And so I thought that was kind of funny. And other than that, I mean, just kind of just hanging out. It's the holidays, so my job, I work retail. So we're kind of, the holiday season is ramping up, so we're kind of doing that, getting ready for that. Hopefully, have a nice holiday rush and see a bump up in customer traffic and of course sales, that sort of thing. And yeah, just doing that. But as far as on the video front, probably gonna do a metal collection update pretty soon. I got some cool stuff that I got in. I got some cool stuff that's it's on the way, but I just don't have it in my hands just yet. So I want to show that and share some of it's stuff that I just have never had copies of, and I finally just went ahead and bit the bullet and got them. And yeah, I might do a movie collection thing because I went to a very cool place recently in town that I'd never heard of before, and it's a cool little video store that's a little bit off the beaten path, and it's outside of my neighborhood, so I had to travel a little bit. And it's very cool. So I picked up a couple things from them and figured I'd mention that. And actually, speaking of that, I'm going to be doing a giveaway here soon. I don't know quite exactly how I'm going to do it, but I've got a couple things that I want to give away. Not just because it's Christmas time, but I had a couple things I was going to do. I was going to wait till I hit like a certain milestone with the subscriber count, but then I was actually it was suggested to me that just go ahead and do it, and just do it that way. So I figure I'll do like a little one, and then I got some other stuff that over the course of time I'm gonna start integrating giveaways, but I kind of want to like have like some sort of cool concept to it. I mean, just try to get people interested, and I like to get people excited about it, but have some cool way to do it, like answer a question or some dumb shit like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyhow, be on the lookout for that if you're interested. If not, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Um, but yeah, other than that, that's what I got going on, and I got my end of the year stuff that I'm gonna be doing pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that as well. So the reason why I'm here today is I'm reviewing the latest release from the band Hollowleg. Hollowleg is a sludge stoner doom band from Orlando, Florida. They've been around since 2008. They've put out four full lengths and three EPs, two of which just came out this year. Dust came out earlier this year. It's an EP that they just put out, and the one that I'm reviewing today is Echoes, which is a companion piece to Dust. It came out on the 2nd of December. It's being released digitally on Bandcamp for right now. They don't currently have physical copies of the album, so it's only available digitally. I spoke via email with Brent, which is the band leader, and he said that later in the year they're going to be doing some touring, so by then they should have some copies. As far as I know, they're on Argonauta Records, and I would imagine that's probably who will be releasing it as far as in physical media. So we'll see. But that's the idea behind that from what they were telling me. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested. It's four tracks, less than just a hair under 20 minutes long. It's very cool. I've mentioned Hollow before. They opened up for Sasquatch and Hippie Death Cult a couple years ago. That's when I first saw them. And then I most recently saw them when they were opening up for I Hate God when I Hate God was here in town. And they put on a killer performance. The very cool band, very riff heavy, very groove heavy, lots of thumping bass beats and drum beats, very rhythmic. Uh, the vocalist, Scott, he has a tremendous vocal delivery. It's very much in the vein of, say, Matt Pike from High on Fire or the vocalists from either Alabama Thunder Pussy or Weed Eater. That's a lot of what I get. A lot of if I could draw comparisons to somebody, those would be the artists that I would compare them to, if you wanted some point of reference. But yeah, they're killer. And this is the band right here. That is Brent. He does vocals and guitars. He does like backing vocals and dual vocals, more like more death metal-y growls a little bit. Uh, Brent Lynch, uh, Scott Angelikos. That's the vocalist. That is John Stewart on drums. Not that John Stewart, but John Stewart. And then that's Tom Crowther on bass. Hopefully, off the top of my head, I remembered everybody's names properly, pronounced your names right. If not, I apologize. But yeah, they're very cool guys. I actually got to talk to Scott and John a little bit at the show. Very personable, very friendly. Again, very good live act. If you get to see them when they do eventually go back out on tour, go check them out. They're definitely worth your time. They're a good band. It's a good time seeing them, and they bring it live. As far as the album itself, again, it's only four tracks. It's an EP. Uh, Last Tribe is the opening track. Very cool song. Next up is Bury Your Kings. That's a very hard rocking, hard driving song. Very groove and riff heavy. Go so far, what is it? Echoes screaming across the sea, building temples by our own hands. Control the voices, souls of the dead. Bury our kings inside these walls. Secrets locked in the temple hall. Throughout the EP, there's lots of that, lots of again thumping bass beats and drums, very solid rhythmic sections, and lots of smooth, tasteful leads throughout it, and then just Scott's got the vocal delivery. I really enjoy the gravelly, kind of raspy, bluesy kind of delivery that a lot of bands, certain bands deliver. I don't know why. For some reason, I've always been drawn to that as far as a vocal style. Whether it's like stuff like this, or even, it's not so much metal, but like something like Janis Joplin or somebody like that. Like you hear like a song like Summertime and you hear her do that, and it's just a killer thing. Even with wrestling, as far as promos, guys who cut promos, probably Bill Eadie comes to mind, Demolition Axe, the Mass Superstar. He always sounded like he was gargling on razor blades, and it was just the coolest thing to me, at least. I don't know why. It is what it is. It's just something that I think, oh, that's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's that. So as it's just it's good. I was kind of losing my train of thought for a quick second, but I recovered pretty quickly. Um, so yeah, if you like it, go check it out. Go pick it up. It's very cool. Again, only available on Bandcamp digitally currently. And yeah, it's a good time. It's a good listen, and yeah, that's what I got for you. And then when they get physical copies, go pick them up if you like it. If you're not into this style, then it's not going to be for you. But if you are, definitely go check them out. And that's what I got. That's my review. So as always, stay sick, stay heavy, stay brutal. Always tuck your chin upon impact. Don't forget to breathe. Everyone have a good one. I'll catch you on the next video. Later.